Tonight on Q2, under investigation.
An alleged hate crime raising concerns in Billings when flyers are posted attacking a Billings woman's identity.
Anger at the atmosphere that allowed this.
Plus a Senate send-off.
God bless you all, and tally ho.
Jon Tester gives his final farewell to the U.S. Senate after 18 years in office.
And debate over the Dogies.
I think it's a more menacing look than any other cartoon that we've ever come up with, really.
Forsyth's logo now in question as concerns are raised over copyright issues.
The MTN 530 News starts right now.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
Good evening, and thanks for starting your week with us. I'm Russ Riesigner.
And I'm Andrea Lutz. Billings police are investigating a possible hate crime.
In that incident, flyers were posted centered on a transgender Billings resident making claims about her beliefs and personal life.
As our Charlie Kleps reports, it's an evolving situation, but police are now investigating.
It was in this area near Lewis and Clark Middle School just a few weeks ago where flyers were posted on street signs like this one directly calling out a transgender Billings resident. And unfortunately, it's not something she's surprised by.
I was just thinking, why am I doing this? Why do I have to do this?
The questions understandably swirled in Andrea Jawart's head.
Why do people think this is okay?
As she spent hours in the snow just before Thanksgiving removing flyers like this one.
The thing that the flyer said, calling me a groomer and stuff, and basically I'm a danger to the community.
The flyers, which were posted all over the area near Lewis and Clark Middle School, right in the neighborhood where Jawart lives, had pictures of Andrea making harmful claims about her personal life.
It's like one of the most awful things you can say, and how does that become normalized?
Jawart has since filed a report with Billings police, who were unavailable for an interview but confirmed Monday they were investigating. In a statement, Lieutenant Matthew Lennox shared what qualifies as hate speech, saying, quote, once someone transitions from making a general statement about their beliefs or another group to a targeted attack on an individual, things could change. A victim could take civil action against someone attempting to defame them. On the criminal side, if a suspect was found, Lennox says it could be a few options: disorderly conduct, stalking, intimidation, or harassment, to name a few.
It was just like a righteous anger.
Jawart believes she knows the local group responsible for the flyers, but says the issues start at the state capitol in Helena, pointing to things like last week's proposed rule change to bathroom procedures that specifically targeted transgender Representative Zoe Zephyr.
I knew this kind of thing was going to get worse, especially with the legislative session coming up and with me having a target on my back and there's not even that many trans people in Montana, but it's like went beyond me.
A situation Jawart has been forced to live with, frustrated and knowing she's not alone.
It wasn't just like a attack on me, it's like a attack on a lot of Montanans.
In Billings, Charlie Kleps, MTN News.
City Council is looking ahead to the future and at what projects will get top priority funding in the coming years. The Capital Improvement Plan serves as a blueprint for city projects. Andy Zeller will present a $550 million plan tonight at City Council for projects that include the Amen Park Rec Center, South Park Pool, and renovations to the airport.
It's really a collaborative effort. So every city department will put together, hey, here's the projects we want to do. Now those may be driven by other transportation plans, funding we know is available, infrastructure needs we've identified, right? We know which roads are in most need of repair or expansion.
If approved, work would begin in late 2025. The cost for those 2026 projects comes out to $106 million.
Well, a little cooler here in Billings today, but some areas across the state are seeing more winter-like weather. Those conditions creating some tricky conditions for travelers. With more on the forecast, here's Chief Meteorologist Ed McIntosh.
We had a little snow around my house first thing this morning, but at the airport really didn't record anything. So, but we did record a 37-mile-per-hour wind gust. Temperatures were at 29, a little warmer than average in the morning, but the afternoon right at the 30-year average of 37 degrees here in Billings. But it wasn't as quiet a weather scene around us. Stronger winds into the eastern plains, 40-plus miles an hour for you in Miles City, down towards Sheridan at 40 miles an hour across the eastern plains. Baker, 47-mile-per-hour top wind gust here today. But along with that, we also picked up some precipitation. Most of this, while it shows a few hundredths of an inch, was recorded as a bit of snowfall. Some areas picked up an inch or two in accumulation. Those are the pink shaded numbers that you see, and even a little higher amount into some of the mountains of central Montana. Across the eastern plains, again, it was mainly about the winds. The wind's going to shift towards the west. We're looking at snow showers in the east. I'll talk about all those forecast details coming up.
Longtime Montana Senator Jon Tester delivering his farewell speech today on the Senate floor. The third-generation farmer from Big Sandy served 3 terms in the U.S. Senate, elected in 2006. He served as the ranking member of the Veterans Affairs Committee and championed the PACT Act. Today, he talked about his tireless work to defend the Montana way of life and public lands while hitting on his hopes for Montana's future.
Moving forward, I'd ask this body to please focus on public education. It is a great equalizer. It's the foundation for our democracy and our economy. Continue to work for health care that everybody can afford when they need it. And last and certainly not least, and please listen to me, I've just been through this meat grinder. We need to do some campaign finance reform. Because of our campaign finance system in this country today, we have more division than ever. We are more paralyzed as a body to do policy than we ever have before. Campaign finance reform would be good for democracy. And let me tell you something, it has to be solved with bipartisan solutions. It needs to happen. God bless you all, and tally ho.
Tester's last day in office is January 2nd. Sheehy will be sworn in on January 3rd.
It's back to the drawing board for the Forsyth Doggies as the school faces backlash for sharing its newest logo design.
That's right. The fate of that logo is now in the hands of the University of Texas, where some are concerned they're too similar. MTN's Marcus Kakova met with faculty and students who say they want their Doggie back.
The town of Forsyth is faced with a problem.
One Doggie here, it's the same one that's here, but then there's this different one. So yeah, like 4 different Doggies on just this one page.
But before we get into that, first of all, what is a Doggie?
A Doggie? A Doggie is a fierce animal. It's a motherless calf. The Doggie fights for itself. It doesn't have anything handed to it.
Okay, now that we've determined our terms, the case of bad branding was being resolved by the school in an effort to have one logo.
The whole plan was, to start moving back through the buildings, get our purple updated, get some school spirit back in the building.
Students, however, had their thoughts.
We just don't feel like the new options represented us well as a school.
The facial features they kind of look like an alien, and the artwork, the line work on the face is just way off.
So student body president Preston McGregor took to Facebook.
Thank you for listening, and I hope you take student interest into account when making your decision. Remember, Doggies fight harder than any other animal.
And that's when the community really joined in. Preston's video being shared nearly 100 times, seen by thousands. The verdict? They want their old Doggie back.
That logo represents just this town and Forsyth's identity. It's the first logo you see when you come into town.
People take it more serious. The cartoon one, I feel like, is more of a elementary kind of thing.
But the school's branding company tells school officials the original Doggie is too similar to the Texas Longhorn logo.
They were trying to give us a trademark and they couldn't because they said it was too close to another mascot.
So students are awaiting a response from the university after reaching out for the appropriate permissions.
The identity of your school is really what the school is built on.
But why the fuss? The extra effort? Why not just stick with the latest in logos? 1974 Forsyth High School graduate Mike Blakesley says the original logo is a reminder of what a Doggie is. Resilient.
This town has been declared dead so many times over the years, but we've always come back, and we always do come back, and we always will.
Marcus Kakova, MTN News.
Governor Greg Gianforte named Christy Clark as the new director of Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks. Clark currently serves as director of the Montana Department of Agriculture and comes from a ranching background. She replaces Dustin Temple, who retires at the end of the year. Clark worked in several roles, including Deputy Director, Agricultural Sciences Administrator, and Marketing Bureau Chief. She also previously served in the Montana House. FWP has a budget of around $213 million for the next 2 years.
The Montana Lottery says it's raising awareness about the risk of youth gambling. Early participation or exposure to gambling can develop addictions later in life, and that exposure during childhood is often linked to things as simple as a scratch ticket, making parents unaware of the risks. So through December, Montana Lottery hopes to heighten that awareness across their social media accounts.